Hello everyone, I am Orpohorai. Today I discuss about GRF Agronomy, and these are the books which you have to read for GRF Agronomy. And these three Principle of Agronomy by Reddy Reddy, Principle of Agronomy by S. R. Reddy, and Field Crops by Chidda Singh. These are the three most important books for GRF preparation. And other books are Field Crops Production, Volume 1 and 2 by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and Agronomic Terminology by Indian Society of Agronomy. So first three books you have to go through here all the points and read thoroughly. So today I discuss about the first chapter of this Principle of Agronomy Reddy book, that is the introduction. So we all know that the term agriculture has come from Latin word agar or agri means soil and cultura means cultivation. And our subject agronomy has derived from Greek word that agro means field and to nomos means to manage. And agronomy is a branch of agriculture science which deals with principles and practice of soil, water and crop management. So point these 3 points: soil, water and crop management. So these three only agronomy deals with these 3 points. And first agronomy that subject defined by Norman in 1980s. And we know that plant environment consists of two phases, that is the soil environment and aerial environment. And soil environment consists of soil physical environment, chemical environment and biological environment. In soil physical environment, soil air, soil water and soil temperature is important. And for soil chemical properties like pH, soil electrical conductivity, nutrient concentration and chemical are under the chemical environment. And the living quantities, living organism in the soil is a part of soil biological environment. And aerial environment comprises of climate like solar radiation, rainfall, relative humidity and wind velocity. And we know that modification of soil environment is easy, but modification of aerial environment cannot be altered easily. And in the history of agriculture, you note that the earliest man, Homo erectus, emerged around 1.5 million years ago, and about 1 million years ago, he spread throughout the world tropics and Amazon. And about 500,000 years ago, he learned to control and use of fire. This is a very important question, frequently asked in GRF. And others is India's most important contribution in world's agriculture is rice. And these some important events of agriculture, you go through these points thoroughly and particularly note down the 2 points, that is the when human started cultivation of crops, that is the 7500 BC and 7500 BC, and cultivation of rice, that is 2200 BC. And development of agricultural science, that is the first experimental pertaining to the nutrition in a systematic way, was initiated by Van Helmont, and his experiment is known as Willow-tree experiment. Note that his experiment is known as Willow-tree experiment. This is frequently asked in agronomy GRF questions. And horse hoeing husbandry, an important book. This is written by Jethro Tull, who is known as father of tillage. Arthur Young conducted a pot culture experiment on barley crop. Note that the crop, that is the barley crop, and he published his experiment in 46 volumes as Annals of Agriculture. And in soil science, it begins with the humus theory, which is given by Saussure in 1809. And first field experiment was established in Rothamsted Experiment Station, England in 1843. And Sir Humphrey Davy wrote the book Element of Agricultural Chemistry, and Sir John Bennett Lewis began an experiment on the effect of manures and the crops. And first scientific approach for is farming was started by Justus von Liebig in 1840s. We note that this point that a truly scientific approach of farming was started in 1840s by Justus von Liebig. The frequently asked question in GRA. And other systematic research going on for development of varieties, and John Gregor Mendel is modern lead to the modern plant breeding, and he gives his Darwin theory in 1866, which is recovered in 1900. And in the agricultural engineering prospects, Robert Ransom developed cast iron shear and self-sharpening shear. With the development of some pest management aspect, first DDT was synthesized by Dr. Paul Muller in 1874. And the development of agricultural universities, in India, first Imperial Agricultural Research Institute, which is known as Indian Agricultural Research Institute (IRI), established in 1905 in Pusa, Bihar, and after 1936 it shifted from Pusa, Bihar to Pusa, New Delhi, and known as Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Other research institute, the sugarcane breeding station was established in Coimbatore as a branch of Imperial Agriculture Research Institute of Pusa, and the ICAR, Indian Agriculture Research, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, were started in 1929. Some important days, that is the National Agriculture Day is 1st July and International Agriculture Day 8th July. And note that some first agriculture university established in Pantnagar in 1960s, and that Handbook of Agriculture, which is the first book written in 1961. So note that this point, first university is J.B. Pant University, and first book, Book of Agronomy, written in 1961. And for weed control management, 2,4-D, is a common herbicide, is made revolution for weed control. So, and note some important books which is given in the reference of this chapter, that is the Introduction of Agronomy, written by Dunham, and Your Future Depends on Agronomy, written by Norman, and History of Agriculture in India, written by Dandhawa. You point these three books because it was frequently asked in GRF agronomy questions. Now I talked about some important days of agriculture related to agriculture. This World Water Day, please note down, World Water Day 22nd March, World Environment Day 15th June, World Soil Day 15th December, World Fishery Day, that is the 21st November, World Food Day 16th November, International Day for Rural Women, that is the 15th October, World Milk Day 1st June, World Meteorological Day 23rd March, International Forestry Day, that is the 21st March, and International Biological Diversity Day 22nd May, Earth Day 22nd April, and World Wetland Day, that is the 22nd February, Agriculture Education Day, that is the 3rd December. And you have to go through some ICR Institute and go to the ICR website and download all the Institute of ICR and note note its location. And I go through some points, that is the AICRP, All India Current Research Projects. ICR have 60 AICRP, and ICR Institute total 64, National Research Institute 15, National Bureau 6, and project director 30. Total KVK I found that is 690, but you updated from ICR website. Agriculture University 64. Now, and some crop production, with crop production, you have to note that in which crop, in which state was leading, is leading. That is for rice production, West Bengal is leading India, and wheat, Uttar Pradesh, maize, Maharashtra, pulse, Madhya Pradesh, total food grain UP, groundnut Gujarat, this rapeseed and mustard Rajasthan, soybean Madhya Pradesh, sunflower Karnataka, total oilseed production Madhya Pradesh. And if rapeseed mustard, that is Rajasthan, but total oilseed production Madhya Pradesh, sugarcane Uttar Pradesh, cotton Maharashtra, jute and masta West Bengal. And Indian rank in some crop production. That is India's ranking for agricultural crop production, that is second, and total cereal production third, rice production second, wheat production also second after China. Total pulse production, India ranks first in the world. Groundnut production second, rapeseed mustard production third, sugarcane production second, tea production second, and coffee production seventh. Jute production also India is leader of jute production with first position. Cotton production second, vegetable production second, fruit production second after China, potato production second, and second is also in onion production. Among the livestock production, cattle production, India second, buffalo first, camel 12th, sheep third, goat second, chicken production 7th, milk production first, egg production third, and meat production 6th. Now you note some important points, that is total geographical area of India is around 329 million hectares, and India ranks 7th with 2.4% area of the world. Among this total land, arable land is around 160 million hectares and ranks second next to USA with 11.2% share in world arable land. And some international institute you should read. That's the BGR, International Board for Genetic International Bureau for Plant Genetic Research is situated in Italy, CIAT in Colombia, C4 is Center for International Forestry Research, Indonesia, CIMIT in Mexico, CIP, CIP, Research Center Potato Research Institute, Peru, International Center for Agriculture Research in Arid Areas, ICARDA, that is Syria, Aleppo, and ICRISAT. We all know that ICRISAT is India, Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad, India, IFRI, International Food Policy Research Institute, Washington, USA, and ED, that is the International Rice Research Institute, Manila, Philippines, International Water Management Institute in Colombo, Sri Lanka, and West Africa Rice Development Association, WADA, in Benin. So you note all short name as well as its full form, because in JRF they ask this question mainly come in matching form, and it's the short form with its location, and you will have to match with the institute with its location. Now some important fact, that is I already told that total area of India is around 329 million hectares, and net crop area is 141.43 million hectares, and gross crop area 200.86 million hectares. Among this crop area, net irrigated area is around 68.10 million hectares, and rest of area are under rain-fed agriculture. And gross irrigated area 95.77 million hectares. And forest cover in India is around 71.83 million hectares. And largest forest cover in terms of area in Madhya Pradesh, followed by Andhra Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. And highest percentage of forest cover, that is the 90.33% cover in Lakshadweep state, and followed by Mizoram and Andaman Nicobar. And per capita net availability of food grain, that is the rice in India per capita per day, that is 190 gram per capita per day. Wheat around 205 gram per capita per day. Total cereal availability per capita, that is 465.3 gram per day, and pulse 52.9 gram per day. Total food grain 518 gram per day. And per capita availability of fruits is 195 gram per day, whereas vegetables 355 gram per day, and milk also 355 ml per day. And for total milk production in India is around 165.4 million ton, eggs 82.9 million ton, and fish 140.1 million ton. So, and some important organization in India, the ICAR. I have told that ICAR is the autonomous organization under the Department of Agriculture Research and Education. That is there, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. So you know that ICAR under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. And first AICRP, that is the first AI institute of first AICRP, that is a MAGE research institute that established in 1957, and first KVK in 1947 in Puducherry. A lab to land program launched by National Agriculture Research Project in 1979. National Gene Bank 1996, and Commission for Agriculture Cost and Price (CACP) in January 1965, RBI 1st April 1935, नीति आयोग 1st January 2015, एंड सो आज के लिए इतना ही. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट फिर मुलाकात होगा अनदर चैप्टर्स. थैंक यू.